Hey y'all, what up? It's Brooke here. Woo! And it's another Thankful Thursday. And man, this week's Thankful Thursday goes out to my favorite YouTuber of all time. I'm not kidding when I say that. I mean, he literally is my favorite YouTuber. His name is Connor Franta. And if you don't know who he is, well, you better check yourself because he's the coolest person to ever exist. But I want to do a Thankful Thursday video to him, basically to tell him how much he's inspired my life. Because he literally is like my biggest inspiration. He loves to do photography. I like to do photography. He loves quotes. I love quotes. He loves cats too. Oh my god, I forgot to mention that. I love cats too. There's so much about him that is amazing and inspiring and uplifting. And you know, I don't always remember how I come across some of the YouTubers I have found and have watched and have fallen in love with over the years. Back forever ago, I was looking up random stuff on YouTube and I came across, and I don't necessarily think, it wasn't the first video of his I watched, but one of the first videos of his I watched was Dirty Fan Fiction, and I thought it was hilarious, and I remember just becoming attached after that. I was like, dude, this guy's really funny. And then I saw one where he did pillow talk, and he did it in the old apartment that him and Ricky had. And I was like, that's so cool. And then I remember seeing the first video he made when they moved into the O2L house. And I thought he was the coolest person ever. Like, I was so drawn to him. I don't know if it was his personality, or if it was the fact that he was cute, or if it was the fact that he was in love with kitty cats, and I'm in love with kitty cats. I don't know what it was. But either way, he has shown me what it is to be real, and to not be fake, and to step out of the box. Like, don't hold yourself in a box. Like, if there's something that you want to do, then go freaking do it. Why are you still sitting here? Like, the video that he did called, well, of course I don't remember the name of it, but he talked about why wait. Like, that was one of the biggest inspirations to have ever hit in my entire existence. Like, why am I still sitting around doing nothing? Get up and go. Go do something with your life. Quit just sitting there. Why wait? Like, why wait for tomorrow when you could do it today? And that video helped me a lot. It gave me confidence. It made me view the world differently. It made me view myself differently. And Connor's one of those people that is so genuine and just heartfelt and uplifting, and he's funny. Oh my goodness, he's funny. Sometimes he's funny without even trying to be funny. There's nights where I have bad nights. We all do. We all go through that. Bad days, bad nights. And occasionally he will tweet on one of those times when I'm needing something uplifting, and it helps me in more ways than I can even begin to explain. Okay, one of my favorite quotes by Connor that I've ever heard in my life, and when he tweeted it back June of last year, it was at the perfect time for what I was going through. But it says, when you get knocked down, sooner or later you're going to have to get back up. But the amount of time you lie in the dirt is entirely up to you. And that is probably one of the most inspiring things that I've ever heard him say. Because it's like, no matter how knocked down you are, and no matter how out of it you are, you have to get up. But the amount of time you lie there and allow yourself to be stuck, that's just so much longer you have to deal with it. And it's like, the amount of time you lie there is entirely up to you. But when you get up and you're able to overcome whatever that was, you begin to feel and be this new happy person. And I feel like I've watched Connor do that. Like, I remember when back in around April of last year, I could be completely wrong, but I feel like April was a rough month for him because his videos that he kept doing on like O2L and stuff were all about encouraging yourself, and Connor, remember to do this, and Connor, remember to encourage yourself, and remember to smile, and here's a whole bunch of ways for you to be happy. And it was like he was reaching out and telling us that he needed to be happy, but he wasn't. But he did it in such a positive way that you almost didn't catch it. And then, oh, he's so clever. And he does stuff like that. And as time went on, and when July hit, and we had that awful day where he told us that he had been depressed for the last 6 months, and that he was just going through a rough period, and that's why he had to leave O2L and all that. I mean, it literally broke me in half. Like, I don't know if my heart's ever been that broken that badly in a long time. It was rough. But I watched him from that moment on, where his next video, it felt like he had some weight lifted off his shoulders. And then he went on, and he went on, and then it arrived in December, and he came out, and that was so cool. Like, to genuinely see him able to be who he actually was, and that inspired me in more ways than I can tell you, because it was like, regardless if you have to come out or if you just have this secret that you've been holding up inside of you, it will literally eat you alive. And you need to express how you're feeling. Quit holding stuff in. Like, tell your secrets to somebody. And that's what he's inspired me to do. And to not be afraid to do it. Because if you're afraid, then you're never going to get anywhere. And you're never going to be able to do anything. I know. We all saw his Monday video, right? The video that he came out with talking about his book, I've never in my life seen him so happy. He was like jumping around and stuff. Like, how cool. He was excited. Yay. And I was excited for him. And I pre-ordered the book and I bought one for my friend. And it's just amazing that he has been able to do all this cool stuff. And he was able to, like, you can genuinely see how he came out of depression and he's overcame it. And he's doing good. And he wrote a book, for crying out loud. Like, that's so cool. And he's just so positive and so happy. And I'm happy that he's happy. And, you know, in the amount of time that he's inspired me, I took, and for a gift that I sent to him for Christmas, which I actually sent to Tyler Oakley's P.O. Box. So, you know, sure you're not watching this, but Tyler, if by chance you are, did you ever give Connor that blue notebook with the kitten on the front of it? I took and I filled it up with all kinds of posts and notes and all kinds of stuff that people had either sent to me or I had found and asked if I could use about him and about how he inspires us to step out of our comfort zones and to do and go and be. And oh my God, I could literally go on and on about him forever. But I won't do that. I'll save you some time. But I'm just saying that I sent him that, and I hope he's able to flip through that on days when he's not feeling so chipper and look at it and be like, wow, I am blessed and these people really do care about me. And Connor, if you're watching this and you don't have that notebook yet, go find Tyler and beat him up till you get it. My handy dandy quote thingy. I'm gonna pull a quote out of here. And this quote is a quote that I always say is just, oh my God, if I could get it out. Where'd it go? Is a quote that is just for that person. Here's the quote. It says, "So many places I go, I feel like I leave a little piece of my heart behind that I can only hope to someday go back and reclaim." Stephanie Yoder, A Year Without Makeup. So that's for you, Connor. All those times where you feel like you leave a piece of your heart everywhere you go, you can always go back. And you can remember why you love that place as much as you do now. So yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, on that note, I am going to go.